Millbrook men's basketball team hit the court for the first time this season as they took part in the Phenom Hoop Report Jamboree in Greensboro, North Carolina. This year's Wildcats were put in one of the Jamboree's toughest brackets and they escaped a perfect 3-0. Things got going at 8 a.m. as Millbrook battled Atlantic Shores out of Virginia. Trajan Jacob opened the scoring with a long three and followed it up with a steal and layup to keep the game tied up early. Despite a floater and a charge from Jordan Whitfield, Millbrook trailed by 7 at halftime. Coming out of the break, the Wildcats turned things up a notch to the tune of a 30-15 second half for the 56-41 win. John Burwell drove to the lane for the and one, then junior Patrick Dorsey drained a pair of threes. Trajan Jacob closed out his 18-point performance with this dunk on a lob from Burwell. Next up was a battle against Concord Prep. The Cats scored early and often en route to an easy 59-35 win. Rashad George registered a steal and found the cup twice in the early going. Faison Brock also got in on the fun with a pair of baskets. Brock, George, John Burwell, and Trajan Jacob would all score over 10 points in the win for Millbrook. Sophomore Adrian Scarborough also added several baskets down the stretch along with G. Kellige, who not only made this beautiful pass for a Trajan Jacob dunk, but he also had a late layup. The best was saved for last as Millbrook would tangle with a crosstown private school rival and Word of God. The Holy Rams are USA Today's number 22 team in the nation, and they boast over a half dozen Division I recruits. Burwell and Whitfield would open up the scoring to make room for the Faison Brock show. The 6'6" forward led all players in rebounds, and he also drained several shots from downtown to send Millbrook into halftime up 29-23. Not to mention, he followed his first charge of the preseason with this nifty putback jam on a Trajan Jacob miss. Brock and Jordan Whitfield would pace the Wildcats to the upset victory. After injuring his shin in the first half, Whitfield came back to lead the offense. He followed a Trajan Jacob three with an and one, and then he took his second charge of the day with under 5 minutes left. Whitfield would penetrate to the lane with a minute to go and find an open Jacob for the go-ahead three-pointer. 48-47 Wildcats. A big Faison Brock rebound moments later would lead to a crucial free throw that the senior would end up hitting to ice the 52-49 win as the Holy Rams failed to score at the buzzer. With the win, Millbrook won their pool with a 3-0 record. Next up is a pair of scrimmages against Panther Creek and Orange High School next Saturday at Southeast Raleigh. Reporting for Millbrook men's basketball, I'm Lindsey Cirillo.